All right, so let me introduce my guests and my friends for today. They are Hannah and Rusty, and they are the founders of the brand Sense, which is a brand that we have worked on together. We have worked on the strategy, on the identity, the packaging, and now currently working on the web. Hannah, Rusty, good to see you again after our last meeting in Paris, and thank you for being here with me today. If you can give like an introduction, a little bit of information about what Sense is, that would be great.
Sure. So our company Sense, our goal really here is to raise awareness to a new set of societal values that we hope will inspire our followers to seek more meaningful experiences and impact their communities and incite cultural change. And one of the ways that we are trying to spread our messages is through fitness apparel and loungewear, and through these products. We hope we can excite our wearers to make these changes in their lives and embrace the concepts that we share with them.
What were some of the challenges that you were facing when it came to this, to developing this brand?
When we first started, we knew we had an extremely unique idea, and we knew if there was a way to explain it correctly, it would be with the help of a designer and somebody that has more experience bringing these ideas to life. And so when we started, we didn't really have that organization or really sense of direction for an execution strategy to share this with our followers and our wearers who buy our products. And so I remember one of the first questions that you had asked us was about our target audience. And I think quickly we realized that we had a very limited understanding about who our actual audience was. And one of the first steps in your strategy sessions with us was to identify this. And after nailing down our target audience with you, our strategy became more clear, and our understanding of what Sense and our idea became more clear. And your steps in that strategy process were very concise. So following that, one of the other things that we really struggled with was creating a voice and a personality for Sense. And so having that deeper understanding of who our target audience was helped us take it to the next step of kind of working on our brand values with you. Having that deeper understanding of our audience, you were able to guide us in the right direction of creating our brand values. And this really helped narrow down the idea of what Sense really is.
And finding the voice.
And finding our voice and personality of what we wanted our followers to kind of see from us as a brand. Beyond creating the identity of our brand, something that we didn't really know that we would also get from you, which was a great plus, was you set us up for a very clear post-launch strategy that we've been following to the T. So having that full understanding of what steps to take as soon as we launch and what to look for has just been so beneficial. And your expertise has just helped us make the right decision and all the choices for Sense moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, touching on revenue goals, the efficiency goals.
Yeah.
Those are things that we were not thinking of pre-launch, and those are now in our strategy that you gave us, and we can constantly reference it. So yeah, front to end, front to back, really helpful.
Yeah. So going back, there was a lot of challenges that we were facing, but also challenges that we didn't even know that you were helped us bring up and answer.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So what is it that you were looking to solve, particularly with our services?
Yeah, just because we lack that sense of direction, figuring out how to prioritize all these ideas we had to execute the brand to our audience and present it to them. And so figuring out, first really setting the goals, what were our end goals, right? So once we set those, we could have a better plan for how to prioritize. And so that was not super clear to us, being first timer starting a business, what's the right thing to start with.
Yeah, and I think obviously we were also looking for a visual direction. We had this unique idea in our head and we could talk about it, but visually it was not our expertise and we would always struggle with that. And so we were really looking for somebody to put that idea into life and make it a reality. And I think that we were able to find that.
Right. And also in relation to your selection process when it came to working to selecting a branding agency, what made the Present Pixel stand out? What made my solution stand out for you?
Yeah, wow. I don't know how many designers and companies we went through. I mean, at least a dozen. And something that we noticed a lot of times were most designers or companies, they didn't really ask any questions. They just wanted to almost just agree with us and convince us that, we'll do whatever you need us to do. But speaking to you instantly, we realized that, for example, you instantly asked us tough questions that we didn't have answers to. And it became very clear to us that your goal was to understand who we were as a company, what our weaknesses are, and how you can help us. And that was just totally different than anybody we had spoken to. We knew that your priorities were just different than everybody else's. And on top of that, I think one of the really cool things was kind of your story and your background really aligned with what we were trying to portray as a company and our values and just the meaning of understanding of body life. And it was just a perfect match. So yeah, I think that was the
Right.
distinction.
It was a great match, and especially because I do remember as well in relation to your concept as a brand, and in relation to the video and my story, you were like, oh my God, that particular part of the video, that's exactly what we are trying to explain, and this is great that you get it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I think that was a point where we understood we are on the same line.
Yes,
absolutely.
That was a big help.
Absolutely.
Cool. And so far regarding the process of us working together, how did you find it, and what were you happiest about the process?
Really, to keep it simple, it was just seemed so easy. Obviously we were being challenged, but the process was just working together was easy. I mean, you have a very calming presence and demeanor. That sounds odd to say, but that was really comforting for us. As again, we're young business owners and we're nervous and excited. So having someone that just was very professional and calm really was a big help. And of course, setting up meetings and communicating via email, it just always felt very seamless. It always felt like we were being supported by you or the rest of the Present Pixel team. Just really efficient and easy.
Yeah, easy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, looking forward to your launch and to more wins and success with Sense.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you so much, Rusty.
Thank you, Omar.